Ooh, hi guys. Hi. Hello. My apologies for being slightly late, guys. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. Okay. We are back. We are back for another video, you guys. We're here for our Love and Marriage Transfer review. I hope you guys, some of you, I'm sure most of you guys watched this episode because I know a lot of people that were telling me rather that they're still on the blackout, but they definitely were watching this episode because they wanted to see the infamous drink toss, or drink toss. So yes, honey. Somebody said I finally caught a live. Yes, thank you for being here. So we are here for our review, honey. Love and Marriage Huntsville season 6, episode 21 is what it says on my DVR. So that's what we're gonna call it. Okay. Woo, child. This episode right here, child. All right, so the title of this episode is Where There's Smoke, There's Mars. So let me go ahead and do the disclaimer. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. All right, we got 160 in the building, 110 likes. Come get the likes up just a little bit more, okay? All right, thank you, Mars, for being here. Who we got tonight? Let me see right quick before we get started. I see Linda Gamble. Do we have Belle Wilson here tonight? So far, just Linda. Okay. Linda can handle. I got all the faith in Linda, honey. But we only got just subscribers in here tonight, so it's good. We on subscribers mode, so we should be good. I know Linda got it, and I know my caramelians, honey. Y'all gonna jump in there and do y'all best work. Say love the earrings. Thank you, boo. Love y'all. Thank y'all. All right, let's get started. All right, so the episode begins, you guys, with Kiki and Mel at this little eatery spot where they left off last. Where they last left off from last episode, okay? And they're discussing Tisha and Marsau, and what Kiki heard about Marsau stepping out, okay, on Tisha and having this alleged threesome, as we guys have heard, okay? Melody is sitting there like, she is in shock. She's like, what is going on here, okay? She's gasping. She's like, what? She's in that mode. And Kiki is just steady, just laying the news on her. Mel is just like, I mean, she's shocked, but she's not. Because if you guys go back to like season 2, 3, she was telling Tisha already that Marsau was already cheating. If you want to know what your husband is doing, y'all remember that conversation. Go on down to the bar, child. Get a babysitter and go on down to the bar and see what your husband is down there doing. So she already abreast Tisha on what was going on with Marsau. But of course, Tisha does not want to hear what's going on. So Kiki is letting Mel know, says that Marsau was at a club. 2 women were also there, and it said that Marsau actually left, and these 2 women left with him as well, and it said that they had a threesome. All right. Now, this person that it was alleged that he was supposed to be having this threesome with was supposed to be allegedly Tisha's makeup artist, okay? The Jasmine chick that I've already done a said review on already. I've already done a video and we talked about her. I've already showed her. She was at the reunion, this past reunion, doing Tisha's makeup still. So I guess it's understood that she's just gonna be her sister wife. I mean, if somebody told me that somebody do my makeup, slept with my husband, bitch, you're not touching my face, you're not anything for me, you're not working for me. It's just not gonna be that, okay? But the fact that Tisha is still comfortable being around this said person who has said to have an alleged threesome with her husband is so crazy to me. All right. But yeah, so there is, y'all remember that if you guys followed Anthony Lofty's, he did a whole live where there's a whole conversation via audio, you guys, where Tisha and Marsau were meeting up. If you guys remember Bugs, they were asking for said conversation about this alleged hookup. Tisha was asking all the questions because she wanted to know, where was this at? Who has this? Who's got the tape? How do we get the tape? They wanted this tape because they did not want this alleged audio tape to get out, or video rather, to get out in terms of the details of this alleged hookup. All right. I feel like there may be some validity to this thing, because why are you so pressed and worried about it? If you ain't worried about it, if it never happened, you're not going to be asking 1,000 questions in terms of where did it take place, who was with it, who said this, how do I get a tape? And it was kind of like you were trying to blackmail, so to speak, somebody into giving you this money, or I mean, in terms of giving you this video, because y'all didn't want this to be out. But and also Tisha and Marsau filed a cease and desist, if you guys remember, on said content creator to keep them from talking about it. to keep them shutting up about it, because this got out. I don't know how he got his hands on the video or on the audio, but he actually played it on his channel. If you guys go back and check it out, it is still there. But yeah, so like I said, Tisha Marsau sent the cease and desist out on said content creator when he played the audio on his channel. Okay, now Kiki goes on to say that the ex-boyfriend was saying that he broke up with her because he found out things between, and I'm gonna say Jasmine just because I just kind of know who it is. I'm gonna say allegedly, and Marsau had this situationship. Okay, now Kiki was gonna go and sit with Tisha to let Tisha know personally what was up, but Tisha did not meet up with her as agreed. Tisha kind of left her hanging. She stood her up. It was agreed the two of them were going to get together. Kiki was going to catch Tisha on what the alleged rumors were and what was said. Tisha did not meet up with her, probably because she ran it by Marsau and he told her, no, don't go over there, because y'all know he likes to keep Tisha in the dark. I keep talking about it. I keep talking about it. As long as he keep Tisha home and keep her busy, she doesn't have time to run the streets and check on him. Okay. Somebody say, hey, CR, hey, what's good? All right. So Kiki then goes on to say that she can't be around Tisha and have this info and not tell her this information, because that's her family. She doesn't want her to be out here looking stupid and people knowing different rumors about her in terms of her husband out here creeping her on the down low like TLC, and Tisha not know about it, which I already said. I feel like Tisha knows. I feel like as long as it doesn't get out publicly, she's okay with it, because Tisha has a certain reputation that she likes to try to keep. She likes to brag about her marriage to Marsau, or her marriage to Marsau being 17 years. Like I said, I feel like she can't please him like he needs to be pleased. So I guess it's understood that he can go out and do what he wants to do as long as he comes home at night. I feel like that. I'll say allegedly, because you have some people like that. Carlos King's already put it out there to say that most relationships on reality shows are 80% open relationships or open marriages, that they step out and they do what they do and they come home and they live their lives and they keep paying bills and they live just like nothing ever happened. So Carlos said that, and he said it at the reunion. He could have been hinting at Tisha and Marsau, because during that actual last reunion, they were talking about their infidelities. So it's no coincidence that he would then say that most reality relationships or most reality marriages are open relationships. So I'm not surprised. And we already know that a said person already came out and said that Marsau was already cheating on Tisha prior to them even prior to Love and Marriage Huntsville even happening, way before the show even came about. So he's been out here creeping on the down low on Tisha for quite some time. Okay, I don't think she cares. I think it's been going on for so long now. She's kind of conformed to this is what's going to happen. As long as I got my marriage, my husband ain't leaving me. He gonna be here with these kids and me, and I can still go another year and say, hey, we made it another year. Baby, if you want to stay in a toxic relationship where that's going on, be my guest, child. Don't let me stop you from a good time. All right, so now, of course, y'all know also that Marsau already let Carlos King know prior to even coming on the show that if any infidelities between he and Tisha come out, that he's going to leave the show. He's going to walk off. He's not going to film and or talk about anything regarding their infidelities. Well, do you have any infidelities? That kind of screams that you guys have some inconsistencies in your marriage. Okay, so for you to even have to say that, it screams that you're a cheater. Moving on now. And also, too, let me throw this in here. Martell was saying that he didn't even start cheating until he started hanging out with Martell and with Marsau and Maurice. They were already doing it. So with him hanging out with them, he said he kind of started doing what they were doing because it just became the norm. They were running through women. It was like a car wash. They were running through women. So with him hanging out with them, he just started doing what they were doing. And it was said and alleged that Marsau was actually the one that introduced Ariane to Martell to kind of give him a woman to kind of run around to do his thing with. And then it just kind of stuck. He wasn't supposed to keep messing with Ariane. Ariane was supposed to be a hit it and quit it type situation, but he kept messing with her. And then she caught feelings. And now y'all see what the hell happened. Marsau and them, I think they make their women that they mess with sign non-disclosure agreements to where they don't talk about nothing. They have their relationships and do what they do. And they don't talk. Every now and again, we hear rumors. But Martell actually did say that he did not start cheating until he started hanging with Maurice and Marsau. But let's continue. Kiki goes on to say that she invited Tisha over, like I said, and Tisha never came over. She says that the guy of the girlfriend, which I'm going to say is Jasmine, sent Tisha a message, okay, and says that Tisha never responded to it, but she was questioning him on the phone call / audio, like I was saying with Marsau. So she didn't want to know, but she thought about it and she wanted to know what was actually out there because she was curious. All right. So then Kiki goes on to say that the next day after the guy called her to discuss the threesome, she says that Tisha then contacted her and asked her if she called the guy to question him, okay, about her and Marsau. Now she wants to know what conversations are being had. When all you had to do was meet up with her, she was going to tell you whatever needed to be said, okay? Mm-hmm. And then Tisha said that hold on. So she was saying that Tisha felt like Kiki was trying to be shady, and Tisha wanted Kiki to I guess fire her makeup artist, okay? But she wanted to keep her makeup artist, who was accused of smashing and dashing with Marsau. She told Kiki, you need to fire your makeup artist. So I don't know if her makeup artist has something to do with this alleged threesome situation for Tisha to tell her you need to fire her, or maybe Kiki's makeup artist was probably the one who kind of put the information out there that was going on between Marsau. Okay, so it's like Tisha wants to cover up and blame everybody else for saying something or putting something out there when the person you should be mad with and the energy that you should be giving it to is your husband. He continues to embarrass you. Don't fuss at Kiki because she want to come and tell you what is going on. Don't fuss at the makeup artist. Fuss at your husband because he's the person who took vows to you. He is the person who owes you an explanation at the end of the day. Okay? But Tisha tried to flip it on Kiki by saying that you could have told me sooner. No, she tried to tell you. She reached out to you and you declined her offer because you were on your petty and pouting. You already knew what she was calling you for because you know your husband. You know your husband. You know what Kiki was calling you for. Okay, but then you wanted to know so bad. Like I said, if you wanted to know what was said so bad, you just took your ass over there and met up with her. But you didn't care until you found out that possibly everybody that it was in the streets of what was going on with your husband. Now you care. So Kiki says that she wanted to team up with Tisha and actually beat Marsau's ass for making Tisha look stupid. But I'm like, listen, that's going to be a lot of fighting because Tisha always looking stupid. And I ain't trying to be mean. Tisha is always looking stupid because you continue to defend someone who continue to disrespect and embarrass you. I mean, you sat there and said nothing when Stormi called your husband a whole bitch in front of a room full of people. You didn't say anything to her. You didn't check her. You didn't say, hold up, Stormi. Now don't call my husband that. But you sat there. It's like they got a buddy situation. It's just like automatic. If another person called my husband a bitch in my presence, I'm going to have to check you, boo. Like, I'm going to have to check you. I don't give a hot damn if we in business together. If you disrespect like that, I'm going to have to check you. We might have to get a forehead check. We might have to get some type of check on that. Ain't gonna be one of these checks, but it might be one of them right there. That's my go-to right there. When I get mad, when I'm ready to snap on somebody, I'm gonna check your forehead first to let you know I'm not playing with your ass. And that's kind of what Tisha needs. Maybe a forehead check in addition to the drink toss to kind of wake her up. But let's continue. Mel then tells Kiki, says, girl, says, y'all need to sit down and talk. Like, oh, God, this is a lot. Oh, Jesus. Mel was on that. Like, oh, my God. All the stuff that Kiki was dumping on her. She's like, girl, y'all need to sit down and talk. This is kind of a lot, okay? So then Kiki says, well, girl, I know. She says, but you know, Tisha, she refuses to sit with me and she don't want to talk, okay? So Tisha, like I said, she's that wife, honey, who she just don't want to know. Y'all know the song, I Don't Want to Know? If you playing me, keep it on the low. Because my heart can't take it anymore. That's Tisha. That's what she be saying. Every time somebody come to her and say, Tisha, you know your husband's out here cheating. I saw your husband down there in the boom boom room with Jasmine or whoever down there doing a threesome. Here go Tisha. I don't want to know if you're playing me. Keep it on the... That's Tisha. Because my heart can't take it any... That's Tisha. If you're playing me, please don't let it show. That's Tisha. I don't want to know. Keep that shit to yourself. I don't care. I don't know. But let's keep going, child. So Kiki says that I don't think that Marsau, I don't really think he had a threesome. So she's trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Okay. I was like, girl, you already know what Marsau is up to. All right. So then Melody says, she said, where there's smoke, there is fire. And I said, baby, it's a whole forest fire when it comes to Marsau and this damn cheating. Okay. Oh, it's all the way there. All right. Melody, honey, Melody went through that with Martell, so she knows. She knows the signs when there's infidelity and leading up to the bullshit, okay? Because she went through this same thing with Martell, and the same thing that Martell was doing to her is the same thing that Marsau is continuing to do to Tisha, okay? Mel has been talking to Tisha, and her cheating, as Tisha calls it, cheating. Tisha said, hey, you been cheating? I was like, girl. But then Kiki says that another thing says that, did you see her release of the whole Macy and Mildew hairline? And y'all know that's what I call it. For those of you that follow me, baby, it's going to forever be Macy and Mildew. Okay. So Mel said, yeah, I saw it down there at the booth, down there at the expo. I saw it down there. So then Kiki says, well, I'm confused if she's actually partnering up with Stormi. All right. So then Melody says, well, why would you think that she's partnering with Stormi? All right. So then Kiki says, well, people are actually calling me and they're like, you know, Tisha released her hair care line and that she's up on this website and she has Stormi's return policy, honey, word for word at the end. And it has Canvas Beauty's website. Now, we already saw this online. I did a live about it. I actually showed it and we talked about it and revealed it. So now Tisha has made this a part of her storyline to try to breeze over and try to fix this situation because it was very embarrassing to her. That's the only reason you're talking about it. Because had it not been put on the internet, okay, like the ICDC college, I went on the internet. Had it not been on the internet, you wouldn't have been talking about it. You would not have addressed it. The only reason you're talking about it is because everybody else is talking about it. Me, she heard we talking about it, so now you want to talk about it. But let's continue. Melody says, I know you lying. When Kiki tells her that Tisha done copied Stormi's whole return policy, child, on the Macy and Mildew website. I said, well, do Jesus. So Kiki says, no, I ain't lying. Like, girl, I ain't lying. So then Melody says the way that tension was going on at the expo meeting, she says after the mess there, she says that I wouldn't say that they had nothing going on. I wouldn't even think the two of them would even be working. I mean, you don't call my whole husband a bitch. And now I'm hearing that you out here doing this said and alleged business with her. I was like, child. So like I said, notice that Tisha wasn't going back and forth with Stormi to let Marsau to say anything to Marsau or to Stormi whenever that situation between Stormi and Marsau happened, because y'all doing business together. Like, you're not going to check her, boo, because she putting money in your pockets and you using her return policy because you are using her products. I already said it's the same products that Stormi had for her son Chase that did not go anywhere and do anything when Melody started her Sugar Mama line. We've done lives on it before. The leftover stuff that was left over from Stormi's line, from her son Chase's line, it was in the warehouse. I talked about it the other day. So that is what Tisha is using for the Macy and Mildew line. She's not smart enough. She don't have the right connections to do that. Stormi she wanted to sell out that stuff. So what better way to do it than to rebrand it? She's going to get a certain percentage because it's under Canvas Beauty. Okay. And she's going to allow Tisha to sell as much as she can. All $175, going to give her a cut out of that. Run her money. And that's it. And that's all. I mean, shit. What else y'all want me to say? So Kiki then says that she never said nothing to me about releasing it up under Stormi. She says that if she is, then whoever edited that, they did a terrible job. I totally agree. Do you want to know who edited Tisha? With them damn ICDC college skills over there on the damn laptop. That's who did it. All right, let's continue. She says, and they need to fix that because it's straight up plagiarism. You think? Tisha lives to plagiarize something. Tisha lives to plagiarize something. So you ain't say, hey, child, you are singing to the choir. Okay, let me let them stand up. Come on, choir. All right, sing to them. Boom. All right, so then Mel, she kind of downs her drink while Kiki is talking like, oh, girl, this is juicy. Like, Lord, girl, she didn't even take a breath. Mel down whatever was in her cup, baby. And I'm talking about drink it down to the ice, okay? Because she was just like blown, baby, by all that tea that was spilling out from Kiki, okay? Mel then goes into confessional and she says that Tisha has garnered a name by being a copycat. I was like, no shit, girl, you thought that too? Woo. So she said that there have been many posts and similarities over the past few years pertaining to Tisha and what she does, and people close. She says what she does to people close to her. Okay. She says that me being one of them. So this is what Mel is saying. So then production kind of rolls tape back to different scenes to where Tisha is kind of copying Mel. Tisha had this little panel. Y'all remember when she's talking about marriage, healthy marriage. Mel was sitting in the audience like, bullshit. She was yawning like, how did I get here? I wasn't supposed to be here. She was on her Deborah Cox bullshit. And then producers also show where she had the MB, which is the Mommy Business Podcast, which has gone nowhere. She's done nothing with it, but she just felt like copying Mel that day because y'all know Mel had the Embrace, which she also had the MB. Now, I also a few months back did a live where I showed the similarities to where Melody had her MB symbol and Tisha came back and copied it. And I'm talking about even down to the colors, you guys. It's the same font and it's the very same colors where she copied Mel. So I totally see what Mel is talking about. All right. But let's continue. Tisha, like I said, was sitting up talking about she and Marsau being a power couple when Melody then says that Martell, that she and Martell used to be that. As you guys know, they were known as the power couple. And I'm not going to lie. As much as I don't like Martell, I did like the dynamic when Love and Marriage Huntsville first started seeing the two of them together. Before everything came out, before all the bullshit hit the fan, I can't even lie. I enjoyed seeing Mel and Martell because they just had that certain presence about them when you saw them. You just felt like, oh my God, they about to come in here and just kill it. They about to come in here and just be on some boss shit. Like you could just see that. But then when you started hearing all of the things that was going on that Martell was doing, then you just kind of was like, I ain't feeling this nigga no more. So you kind of killed the whole, you know, you kind of killed that whole power couple vibe for you guys, Martell. You kind of did. Like you effed up a real good situation. All you had to do was shut your ass up and stand up there beside your wife or ex-wife now and support her. That's all she asked. She didn't ask you to say shit. She didn't want to do all the talking. All you had to do was stand your ass up there and shut your mouth and smile with them teeth she gave you. Do this shit here for about 5 minutes. This shit right here. And maybe one of these. And shut your ass up. That's all you really had to do. Because Mel did all the talking. Mel brought all the boss, you know, she brought all that boss persona out. You didn't have it. Still up there with them tight ass suits on, looking like the Peanut Man. Looking like the Planters Peanut Man. That's all you had to do, stand up there. But you effed up a good situation. Let's continue. Mel says that Tisha needs to step out of the shadows, child. She says, step out of the shadows, okay? And do your own thing. Stop copying me, girl. She says that Tisha's shipping policy was copied directly from Stormi's shipping policy. I mean, shit, it is. And all I can say is, Stormi, baby, it's your turn now. That's what Mel is saying. Hey, look, it's been done to me for years. Stormi, baby, it's your turn now. All right. And she says that everybody better handle their scandal. And baby, that's exactly what it's going to always be anytime you do anything with Tisha. Tisha Launtrese Scott. I done renamed her ass, okay? Tisha Launtrese Scott is going to always be a scandal, baby. And you damn sure ain't going to be able to handle it. But let's continue. Kiki then says, girl, exactly. Like, oh, girl, everything you saying, baby, I believe it. So then Mel says, as the god darn Huntsville turns. I mean, she says something else. But I don't like to say that because I kind of feel like, you know, I don't like to say the god D word, but I'll say god darn. So yeah, I was like, oh girl, that's crazy. All right, next scene. Mayonnaise Maurice child pulls up to this place called Cuevas or something like that. It's like custom wheels, this custom wheel shop where they do like these custom wheels on cars or whatever. He's going there because he purchased, according to him, which is all lies. He says that he purchased Kimmy a new Jeep and he wants to get customized rims on it for her. Okay, it's a green Rubicon. Now I'm just gonna say this. Y'all already know that the Scotts get all their cars from Rashid, right? Y'all know who Rashid is from Ready to Love. Y'all remember Rashid, light-skinned guy, real corny looking dude. Okay, the one that got his house and his mama name because he running around here telling everybody he that dude, but he really not him. Y'all know who I'm talking about? Rashid Floyd. Do we need to do a first and last name so y'all can figure out who we talking about? Rashid Floyd, the same one that went out here talking about he the boss like that. He was on Ready to Love. Oh, I'm a boss and I sell luxury cars. And if you want to get a nice car from me, you need to call me. Oh, him. The same one that got his house and his mama name because his credit fucked up out here. Yeah, I'll put your business out there. Let's continue. Rashid Floyd helped Kimmy get a new Rubicon Jeep because Maurice, your ass ain't got no money and you ain't really got no reputable job. Mr. I ain't even gonna go there. Oh, Jesus, let's continue. Mr. Certificate, sit your ass down. Now, Maurice then goes into confessional and he says that they're He said that he's there to pick up his Jeep that he purchased for Kimmy, honey. The guy that works there pulls the Jeep out. Like I said, it's a green Rubicon, cute Jeep. It's cute with the custom wheels on it. Maurice says that he says that I bought and I was like, AKA you rented, you mean, from Rashid. This for Kimmy because through the years she's been asking for one, and he's been trying to sell her on other vehicles that are a bit more luxurious. However, he says that we don't have a whole bunch of time. So he must be thinking that with Kimmy going through her cancer scare, that maybe she doesn't have a lot of time. So he's trying to hurry up and do some things for her that she's been asking for. Okay, that's not a great way to look at things if you're trying to be optimistic in her healing and getting better in her situation. I mean, you did say on your anniversary to the next 5 years. So, bitch, maybe that's what you meant by that when you said for the next 5 years, that you only planning to be with her for the next 5 years. That's what it gave. Okay, because usually when you have an anniversary, you trying to say, hey, cheers to forever. But baby, you talking about 5 years, which further lets me know that you ain't trying to be there for the long haul. Sickness and health, that means if she has cancer, bitch, you're there. Whatever she's going through, you stop doing what you're doing, and your focus and attention should be on her and making sure she's good. You can buy me all the things in the world, but if you're going to disrespect me publicly as well as privately, you can keep all that shit. I'll take the respect over a Rubicon any day. I'm just saying, Rubicons are nice. I would take the respect, love, and adoration from your ass over the disrespect and the cheating, or sheeting, as Tisha like to call it, okay? And the running around and coming in at 5 o'clock in the morning when you know that my ass is home and sick. Like, period. And that's on Periana. All right, but he was saying that he wanted bigger tires, you guys, for this Rubicon for Kimmy. And I was like, that's going to make it look too manly. You don't want to make it too souped up to where she's riding around looking like she's in a whole dude's Jeep. You know, you want to make it cute like a little chick Jeep or something like that. So while he's talking to the guy at the body shop, Marsau then pulls up and he greets Maurice while Maurice is talking to, I'm gonna call him Alejandro because he looked like he was Mexican, child, at the car shop. I call everybody Alejandro that's Mexican and I don't know their name. You just gonna be Alejandro shit. All right, so then Marsau then asked Maurice, he said, what you got going on here, man? As if you didn't see this Rubicon sitting out here. All right. So Maurice then says that I hurt my back, you know, lifting weights. So he notices that Maurice has on this brace thing around his waist. He was saying he was working out. I'm thinking it might be that 5-some over there at Credit One that you was indulging in, because you did kind of let that slip out at the reunion last time, saying that you had a 5-some or whatever. And then we done saw these little blue lights over there where you having the blue light special over there at the Credit One. So it's letting me know that maybe some legs was in the air, honey. I know they say put your hands in the air, baby, but there was some legs in the air over there at old Credit One, and you done threw your back out. That's what it gave me. Y'all know, in my petty little world, that's what it gave me. All right, let's move on, child. We ain't gonna hold you. We're not gonna hold you on that. All right, so then Marsau then says, oh, he kind of leans in and he touches his brace. He was like, oh. He says, dang, you gotta wear this all day? You gotta wear this all day, man? And I was like, yeah. Don't you wear your girdle all day, Marsau? Why are you checking for his brace? Don't you wear your girdle all day? Like, boy, simmer down. Damn. So then Marsau then compliments the Jeep. All right, they had enough of child going back and forth about this brace and Marsau's girdle, child. So Marsau then compliments the Jeep. He says that via confessional, he says, I really like this Jeep. He says, I don't even know if Reese knows how fast this Jeep really is, as if you ever drove one. He says that Kimmy's gonna really be happy with this Jeep. All right. So then Marsau then goes on to say that my Jeep really ain't a Jeep. He said like Kimmy's Jeep is a Jeep. So he's just kind of comparing what he's driving to Kimmy's new vehicle. And that's the problem. You can't, you know, focus on what you got going on because you're always trying to upstage somebody else. So now you're going to go out here and get something else new that you can't afford, knowing you're facing a $5.5 million lawsuit because you want to try to upstage somebody because they got something better than you. Probably. All right. So then Maurice then tells Marsau, says that we always feel like we got so much time, but we don't. Says that last year, says really made me see that we really don't have all this time. Says the time that I think that we do have, I need to make my wife as happy as I possibly can. Which sounds good, Maurice. It sounds real good because what comes out of your mouth at the opportune time is not really what's in your heart. Okay, it's really not what's in your heart. You get into these modes where you think about life without Kimmy, because Kimmy is really what's making everything tick over there. Okay, Kim is making everything pop over there in that house. So if Kim is gone, you ain't really popping over there like you need to be. Just understand that's Kimmy house. You know, all the stuff I'm gonna say was probably in her name credit wise, because you ain't had no credit. It's so crazy that you fixing credit now. But if Kimmy is not around, I think he's getting nervous and it's starting to really set in that if Kimmy is gone, he's probably going to be struggling unless Kimmy done put everything in his name and then set him up to be okay when she's gone. I can see her doing that because she's a whole beard out here. But Maurice's mentality is, why put off cheating today when you could just, put off cheating tomorrow when you could just cheat today. That's Maurice's slogan. Why put off cheating tomorrow when you could just cheat today? That's his slogan. That's what I can hear Maurice saying. You know, Kimmy ain't gonna be here forever. I don't think she got that much longer. Why put off cheating tomorrow when I can just go and cheat today? You know. But child, yes. Let's move on. Maurice then shares that his sex life, you guys, he kind of shares his sex life with Marsau, which is hella awkward. I'm gonna play the clip on that because, yeah, I really don't want to talk about shit. So I'm gonna play the clip so you guys can hear them talking. All right, Lord, I'm so tired of them with this storyline, y'all. Like, I just want to throw my phone when I hear them talking. It's so damn irritating. Let's go ahead and play it.
You can get twice every month? Stop it, man. 24 times a year? Are you serious? Solid, my guy? Stop it. She thinks that it's just the chemo. And I'm like, it's not just the chemo. I think that it's a mental thing. Maurice, what? She tells you it's part of the chemo. You're like, nah, it's mental. She knows her body, and she knew her body long before you were there. And just like you, I can tell it's your back. And once somebody said, nah, bro, pain happens in the mind. And you're like, my pain's right here. Like, nah, man, it's mental, bro. You got to think through that. Trust me. Take your brace off. Take your brace off real quick. I'm telling you. I don't disagree with what you're saying. And bend over. And do some jumping jacks. Don't take your brace off. I'm going to take my brace off. I'll bend over. And I'll do some jumping jacks if I can get some hands. Marsau's advice is definitely helpful because the only perspective that most people have is their own until they share their opinions and receive feedback. So I didn't know how good I had it. Emphasis on had. We're planning this cookout to surprise Kimmy with the Jeep. Oh, wow. Also, you know, I was really thinking about inviting everybody so that we can infuse some fun in the group. I'd like to have a barbecue because I think that the way that we've left off as a group wasn't really that good. But everybody likes a cookout, especially old backyard cookout with some good food, good drinks, and music. I know the Black Business Expo meeting did well. You like how everything went? It was good to me. I got a lot of feedback. It's good that you have gotten over it because I'm inviting pretty much everybody too. I'm not a problem with nobody. You know you were being smart at times, right? I'm intelligent. No, you were being snarky. Yeah, Stormi was on one. She wanted to get under my skin, and I wanted to get under her skin too. And when that didn't work, I had to try something else. You know? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the kind of reason why I want to, if we can get it out of that environment, get it into more of a relaxed environment where we're having fun. What I decided after that event and then prior to that is that, listen, those are not, Stormi, they're not my friends. We just might be oil and water. Mm-hmm. We don't jail. But I'm not mad at them. I'm not upset with them. I don't dislike them. Mm-hmm. I just realized that that's not my groove. I just think that with Stormi and Courtney, just ran this course. I mean, we try to be friendly. I'm not saying that I don't value the Beasleys. What I am saying is that I've lived 43 years without their friendship. I know I can make it 43 more years without them. So you're just indifferent when it comes to them? Completely indifferent. I am going to treat them as if it was last year when I did not know they existed.
They're going to treat them like last year when he didn't know that they existed. Well, they gonna treat you the same way. Like, Courtney don't give a hot damn, and Stormi don't either. Like, there ain't nobody in a hurry to want to be friends with you, Marsau. I don't know what you thought. But I did not like the comment where Maurice made a joke about saying that he wanted Kimmy to let her hair blow through the wind. He wanted to get her something where her hair can blow through the wind. But he says that but she don't have no hair right now. I was just like, you idiot. Of course she don't have no hair right now because she's going through chemo. Like, that's so damn insensitive for you to say that. And that sounded like he would say something in front of her like that too. Just trying to make a joke, knowing that hurt her. I don't know why he just have that kind of, I ain't even gonna call it comedy. He just say some of the worst stuff at the worst time. He's so insensitive. And Marsau is the same way. Like, who raised y'all clowns? Damn. All right, so Marsau then goes on to say that he wasn't being smart in the town hall meeting that he's just being intelligent. And I was just like, intelligent is not being able to hold down a movie theater job, Marsau. You weren't able to hold down a movie theater job. Like, how you get fired from a movie theater? Like, bitch, you ain't doing them cooking popcorn, putting salt on, and asking them like, what else do you want, and giving refills. Like, that's a no-brainer. How you get fired from there? Being inappropriate with other people. I'm gonna go ahead and say it right here. And I ain't even gonna put allegedly on it. That's what your ass was fired for. And then it took you 6 colleges to go to finally get a degree. And it was business administration, not even what you were actually going to school for, because your ass couldn't pass the classes that you were taking. That's the only reason why you changed your major, so that you can just graduate with something to say that you had a degree. You went to 6 different schools, one of which you only went to for 30 days. But you're so smart and intelligent, and it took you all of what? It took you forever to just get a business administration job. Degree. And you're not even using that. So you a failure, dude. All right, so like I said, Maurice then mentions having the barbecue and inviting everyone, including Stormi and Courtney. Marsau says that he doesn't want to be around them because Stormi intimidates him, okay? I feel like Stormi intimidates him. Marsau is not used to women challenging him. That's a great way to put it. He's not used to women challenging him. He's used to running over Tisha and cracking jokes and telling everybody else something, and they just kind of back down. But with Stormi, he don't get that. He gets that pushback with Stormi. Stormi got that. Stormi be tick tick boom on him every time he try her, and he can't handle that. Marsau don't like nobody challenging him. He likes to be able to talk his slick shit and then kind of sit back and watch you be in your feelings. And he's not looking for you to reciprocate that on him. But he gets that every time with Stormi, and that's why he don't want to be around her. And now that Courtney is starting to speak up, because everybody was thinking, including myself, that Courtney really didn't have a voice, that he was just this quiet individual. But he really opened my eyes when he met up with Marsau at Black and let him know, look, nigga, you will never in this life are the one to come play with me. Okay, like you play with your mama, but don't ever freaking play with me. So I was really feeling the fact that Courtney is standing up for and standing up to standing up for Stormi and standing up to Marsau, because that's what he needs. He ain't gonna never buck up on no man, and we're gonna see that at the end of this episode. All right, Marsau then goes on to say that he lived 43 years not knowing them, meaning Stormi and Courtney. He says, and I can go another 43 years, okay? Because he realizes, like I said, he can't bully them. And that's how bullies are. When they realize they can't bully somebody, they don't want to fool with and or be around them. They want to go ahead on and move on to the next person that they feel like they can bully. That's just with any bully out here. Next scene is Stormi and Courtney. They're at home. Courtney's making Stormi some tea. Stormi's just kind of kicked back, chilling in the bed, okay? Stormi believes that she has strep throat. Stormi then goes on to mention this invisible sepsis that we've talked about, where she was in the hospital, child. She wanted everybody to know she was there. I did a live on it where she went by the urgent care. Urgent care told her won't shit wrong with her. She was like, no, I gotta be sick. I want to be sick. Let me go into the ER. So she went to the ER. She checked herself in the ER, and she diagnosed herself with having sepsis. Okay, yeah. She diagnosed herself with having sepsis. So now this is her storyline this season, y'all, for Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay. Yes, it is. So I was like, shit. All right, so okay, yeah. So Stormi then says that Kiki called her to check on her. She says she was actually the first person to call and check on me, knowing that I was not feeling well. Okay. So Courtney was like, oh, I like Kiki. Like, she's cool. I really like Kiki. All right, I like Kiki too after this episode. I ain't gonna hold you. I like Kiki after this episode. All right, Kiki, you can come over here and get you a good old drink over here at my house, girl. And I don't even like folk coming to my house like that. But let's continue. So production then kind of rose a flashback of Courtney and Stormi kind of looking at the video of Crime Stoppers when they were at the Canvas Beauty warehouse over there, where Black Titanic done popped up on their ass. They was over there at that warehouse. Okay, they were looking at the Crime Stoppers video with Kiki, and Stormi then kind of bust out laughing, and she was laughing at Kiki on the video and calling her the dark winged duck, which I kind of thought that was a little funny. And I'm just like, I don't want to say it's Kiki, but I want to say it's Kiki. Kiki says her favorite color is purple. It's no coincidence this purple in said video. This person in said video had on purple top and purple bottoms. She had on her big fake Louis bag. Okay. I'm just like, girl, you was giving a whole lot right there, Kiki. And it looked like Kiki, but they're saying it wasn't her. She's saying it wasn't her. She couldn't talk about it. So it is what it is. Now, Courtney then asked Stormi says, you know, how's everything going? So then Stormi says that Tisha texted me, but I didn't text her back though. Okay, not sure why she did not. Stormi then says she tells Courtney about Tisha launching a website for her daughter's hair care. She says that she copied and pasted Canvas Beauty shipping policy, and she left the contact information for Canvas Beauty on it. Okay, you already knew she was gonna do that. So then Courtney kind of laughs like, oh, I already know about that. That's the kind of laugh he gave. All right. So Stormi then Courtney then says, so she didn't proofread it. Why do you need to proofread something you couldn't paste it from? I mean, shit, the shit's gonna be verbatim if you couldn't paste the shit right. Tisha, you should know that. All right, so production then shows Tisha's Macy and Mildew copy shipping policy from Canvas Beauty. They show the Macy and Mila up top, and then as it gets closer to the bottom, they show the shipping policy with Canvas Beauty's shipping policy listed on the Macy and Mila product information. Okay, so then Stormi says it made it to social media and people called her out on it. She says that people don't like me already, and she says that people said that this is how Stormi actually sold her products. Well, it is. I mean, I get it. Y'all don't want people to know that the exchange happened between the two of you, but at the end of the day, that's what it is. I mean, shit. So then Courtney says that she did it on her own, like nobody helped her. And I was like, you don't really need no team to be cutting and pasting. Like, it's just a simple click, and you know, that's what Tisha did. She's a professional cut and paster. So then Stormi says that Tisha did her own website. Check this out. Stormi said that Tisha did her own website, but she should have did her own proofreading, and I'm embarrassed for her. So how would Stormi know that Tisha did her own website? Because in this same episode, Tisha's going to say that she hired someone to do her website. I'm hearing some lies going on here. The two of you had a conversation about this particular arrangement with this Chase line that was out, that Tisha was going to, I guess, take over it, and that you would get a certain percentage, but Tisha kind of didn't follow, I guess, protocol that you guys may have spoke on, and now Tisha has embarrassed the both of you because she kind of inadvertently let the cat out of the bag, and it wasn't supposed to be that way. So it's like Stormi is kind of indirectly covering for Tisha, and then Tisha is kind of sounding stupid, and then her mama already done went on her live too, and I already did a live about it. Her mama done went on live and told this whole outlandish lie to where I was kind of looking like, I know a lie when I hear one, and that's kind of sounding like a lie there, Wanda. But let's continue. Okay, it's I was just like, oh my god. All right, so yeah, that's the leftover product from Chase's, y'all. Stormi then goes on to say, she says that they don't want me around the expo, but y'all want to copy my website. This is what Stormi is saying about the Scots. All right, so the reason is Stormi, like I said, is not mad, and because Tisha was able to do this whole cut and paste for the Macy and Mildew, like I said, she's getting a little cut. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and play for you guys the because I have a.
He reached out to me. She was the first person to check on me when I was sick.
Yeah, I like Kiki.
Me too. More I've been around her, like I realized, like, you know, you get to know how people respond, how they are. Like she cool.
You didn't call her dark with
No, I didn't. I saw a video on the Huntsville News.
That for real?
Yeah, that's for real. That's her. I feel like with Kiki and the cry. Okay, it's not funny, but all I see in my head is like Darkwing Duck, and I'm like, Darkwing Duck.
You crazy?
It wasn't her. It was the animation of the moment. I was talking about Crime Stoppers. I wasn't talking about her. Darkwing Duck is Darkwing Duck. However, Darkwing Duck has characteristics that was very similar of the screenshot that Kiki was involved in when it came to Crime Stoppers.
So they say.
So they say. It was just giving off a lot of purple. It was giving off a lot of, you know, and it's very Darkwing Duck.
She's sweet though.
I know.
She's sweet.
Yeah, she like her. All right, so we're going to carry on because this part was very, very boring. I'm not going to waste my commentary on that. All right, so production then does a disclaimer about Kiki and her situation with Crime Stoppers, and they say that as of the air date of this episode, and no charges were filed on Kiki Jabbar in connection to the Crime Stopper segment. Okay, I was just like, yeah, all right. So next scene is Tisha and Frotso, honey. They're at this construction site at the building that's connected to Black, which is supposed to be Bugs barbershop, where he paid them all this money and they wound up keeping his money and did nothing. If you go by Black right now, the building still looks the same as it did before. There's been no progress on that. And I've had somebody on the ground, boots on the ground, done been over there. And we already know who boots on the ground is. Shout out to Black Titanic if you're in the building tonight, ma'am. Thank you so much for being boots on the ground and going by there and showing, hey, it's the same progress that it was when they first started. So this particular episode is total bullshit. All right. And I'm gonna go into showing y'all how to caught Tisha in a whole lot. All right. And Marsau as well in the deposition. We're gonna go through that because y'all know I don't miss nothing. I catch everything. All right. All right. So they're at Black, like I said, at the building that's connected to Black. That's supposed to be Bugs. It's supposed to be Bugs barbershop, which is what they had agreed on in terms of fixing for him. All right, so Tisha is there looking through some paperwork when Marsau comes in with another black t-shirt on. This time the t-shirt is like, I want to say it's like a pink and green color. So he is advertising real heavy this season, you guys. Black, okay, their business Black. All right. So Tisha then does this real squeaky, annoying voice that I hate, the way she talks to Marsau, this real high, shrill, pitchy voice. She says, oh, hey, she says, I like your pink and green. No, I like that. I was just like, and I don't. Like, damn, don't give me a migraine, Tisha. I hate when she talks to him like that in that baby talk. That's so irritating. Okay, so then Tisha goes on to tell Marsau, she says that I just met with the designer. She says, and we went over some designs here. She says that you can start buying the floors and different items that you need for the build out. Okay. Now, Tisha goes via confessional. She says that after going through the designs with Scott Realty, she says that we're excited to see walls going up and floors going down. She says that I can't wait till this DIS office is completed and I'm in here signing new contracts. Okay, so Tisha actually is saying on video that she is signing contracts for Scott Realty, when in the deposition, Marsau has already said that Tisha has nothing to do with the business. She is not working in the business at all. That is a lie and or red flag. Did you guys catch that? We've already talked about the deposition. Tisha has already made it known that she is making business calls, that she is signing contracts, she is doing design. She is very much so involved in what Scott Realty is doing, amidst Marsau saying that she did not. If you guys go back and listen to the deposition. Now, Marsau says that I got the plans. He says, and busting up this concrete is going to be very expensive. He says, but you want to do that because it's going to be about $26K in order to do it. And I was like, well, Tisha was like, oh, okay, like it was just nothing. And I was like, well, y'all could just go ahead on and steal the money for the next project, okay, and go ahead and proceed on with the job, no problem, because that's usually how y'all do shit. And I'm gonna say allegedly, okay, just go and steal it from another company, another smaller company. Go ahead and you know, put the bid in for them, have them go ahead and pay you up front, keep the money, and don't do shit over there, and then block their number, and then go on to the next person, and then go ahead and fix what you're gonna fix over here with said money that you got from the person previously. Did y'all get that? That's the gig. So then Tisha says that it's a breakdown between this, the barbershop, and which is Bugs barbershop, okay, and that back part back there. All right, Marsau was like, right, but then the expression on his face was like, bitch, don't talk about that. We really don't want to talk about that, because she kept talking about this barbershop situation, which we already know the barbershop situation has come up to where Bugs had already said that they stole X amount of money from them and they did nothing at the barbershop. They did nothing over there. It's the same damn barbershop he's supposed to fix for Bugs, but this shit else. He ain't did shit else over there. It's still the same way. So Tisha says this. So I need to make sure how much is the barbershops so that we can keep all this separate. So there's a little method in terms of how they're doing things. Of course, you want to make sure you keep all this situation stuff separate so that you know how much you're going to get on the back end in terms of putting it in your pocket. I don't peep this shit out. I don't peep it out. Y'all can't run a number by me, baby. I'm going to catch it. All right. Marsau, like I said, is looking crazy. And while Tisha is saying what she's saying, but notice now that we, like I said, know that all the money that that they didn't never finish. Thank you so much, Jennifer R. Rogers, my dear, for the super chat. All right, for the super sticker. We're already noticing that the money, like I said, that Tisha was talking about that she wanted to collect separately for this damn barbershop was supposed to go to Bugs. And it's so sad that they did him that way, because that was money that he was taking from his son's passing away that he got from that. I think his son was sick or something like that. And Tisha and Marsau took that money from him and did not even complete the project. And like I said, to this day, it's not even done. So he's lost out on the business and he lost out on his money. So they need to go ahead and be sued for that as well, in addition to Zengard. All right. So Marsau, he kind of gave everything away. Look, and I always look at Marsau when he gets caught in something. He always does this, looking down at the floor, and his eyes just kind of dance around when you know he's caught in something. So I read body language as well, and I read it very loud and clear. All right, so then like I said, Tisha, she is in on all the mess with Marsau and these bad business deals, because she's doing these business dealings, but he's taking the heat, I feel like, for Tisha, because they got them kids. I feel like he doesn't want to see Tisha go down with him, so he's going to push her further and further away from this situation. He's probably going to take it on and not even have her in this situation with the feds or anybody else looking into it, because he don't want her to be locked up in addition to him. And you got some men that's loyal like that. He don't really love her like that, but I do feel like he would take a bid for her if he had to, with the bullshit that he's doing. And she's already shown on this episode that she is a part of it. So Tisha is doing quotes. Tisha is signing contracts. Tisha is doing negotiations. Tisha is doing breakdowns. But then at the end of the day, she's a part of the business, and she tried to say that she was not. And he said the same thing in the deposition. She has nothing to do with it, that, you know, she sold the business to him or whatever. So yeah, Zengard, and I hope y'all watching this shit. All right. So next they send it. All right, let me skip past that. All right. So Tisha goes in confessional. She says that Scott Realty is on track to move forward. She says that we have the electrician coming in this week to complete his part. And then afterwards, drywall is going to go up, and we're ordering the supplies. So we're on the right track. See, she's involved. She knows what's going on, the ins and outs of the building, the workings, and what's going to be going on with each and every project, because she's ordering and doing all this other stuff. So spare me on the whole that Tisha's sitting home and don't know shit that's going on. Baby, you are briefing Marsau on what's going on, and he's supposed to be the one that's doing all this. Okay, Mr. I can't recall. Okay, so Marsau says that did you see the invite? Talking about for the barbecue at Kimmy and Maurice's house. Tisha said, what invite? Marsau then says that Maurice sent it to me about the barbecue. And he says that I don't know why he's checking to see if I'm good to meet with everybody, meaning Courtney and Stormi, okay? Because you started a lot of mess at the town hall meeting, Marsau, and he's trying to check and see where your headspace is, because he don't want to have no mess at his house with you and Courtney and everybody else that your ass ain't getting along with. That's why he's asking you, because he know you got a smart ass mouth and you stay starting stuff, okay? So Marsau says that Maurice says, he says that I'm inviting everybody, but are you okay? And he's like, yeah, I'm okay. He says that I think he was trying to see if I'm going to be good with Courtney and Stormi. He says, but you got to be friends to actually fall out with somebody. So now you're not friends because Stormi done checked your ass. Tisha then rolls her eyes like, oh, Lord. He says that I'm going to be exactly where I was a year ago when I had no clue who they were, okay? He's still in his feelings because Stormi called him a bitch. That's what it is. That really hurt him. And the fact that she didn't acknowledge him and or hug his ass whenever he walked around that table to hug him, and she shaded him in front of everybody and left him hanging, he's still feeling a way about that. He says, so yes, go ahead and invite everybody. Like, he don't really care who's going to be there. So then Tisha says, well, hopefully y'all can talk and move forward. And I'm like, kind of like you and Kiki did, because you won't even meet up with Kiki to have a conversation, but then you're going to tell somebody else that's having altercations that they need to sit and talk, when you don't even take that same effort towards your own family member, which is Kiki, to have a grown-up conversation with her. So don't be trying to tell somebody else they need to make up and be friends when you can't even speak to your own family member. Like, save that child. So evidently, like I said, he has a problem and not me. That's what Marsau is saying, talking about Courtney. Evidently, Courtney got a problem and not me. So now it's everybody else. Typical narc behavior, okay? Marsau likes to start stuff and then takes no accountability, you guys. And then Tisha done told Stormi that she would correct Marsau whenever she met Stormi over there at Black, whenever he gets into his little spells of talking slick and doing little crazy stuff. But now you're standing here and you're listening to him being that same little narc and having that immature conversation of, oh, you did this to me and I did nothing. So you're not even correcting him. You're just standing there looking stupid and allowing him to gaslight you like he continues to do. Like, damn. You ain't checked him not one time while he stood there and said to you, I don't really care about them. I ain't trying to be friends with them. They said all this to me and I said nothing to them. You said a whole lot. You were talking under your breath and you talked an entire bunch of shit about Stormi and Courtney. You done sat there and called them Mr. and Mrs. Beasley. Like you done that. Like, stop it, girl. And I mean that literally, girl, because that's how you act like a whole female. Marsau act like he walks around 24/7 with a damn pad on with wings. That's how his ass act. That's what Marsau gives me. It's bad enough you already have on a whole girdle, and now it's looking like you might be wearing them always pads with wings, because that's how your ass act. Like you're always on your cycle out here. Damn. Oh, y'all know how women be kind of irritated when they cycle come on and them cramps be tearing your ass up. That's how Marsau act. Like them cramps be all up and through his ass. With that damn pad on with the wings. The big one, too. Let's move on, child. He getting on my damn nerves now. Ooh, let me shake it off, Lord. All right. So then Marsau says, I don't have friendships resulting in me calling you all kinds of bitches like that. See, he's still in his issue. He's still in his feelings about Stormi calling him a bitch. He's still talking about it. See, when you ain't worried about something, you ain't still regurgitating what somebody else had to say about you. Mrs. and Mrs. Steele, thank y'all, not Beasley, but Mr. and Mrs. Steele. That's what he tried to call them, trying to be a smart ass. Okay. So I don't have friendships resulting in people calling me bitches or whatever like that, you know. And if they do, then they just do. So that's what Marsau is saying. He's still in his feelings. So he says I've been having a day of just extra steps today. Okay. Now he's trying to tell Tisha about his day. Tisha was like, yeah, like she's agreeing with him. So then Marsau mentions that the cops were called about some illegal activity at Black, and that's for that whole casino situation, guys, that he and Tisha were trying to set up for the Every Child Needs a Home for the casino night. It got shut down. The city came and shut it down, but they're telling everybody that they postponed it because they had some other things going on, when in reality it got shut down. So I'm gonna go ahead and play the clip for you guys so that you guys can hear what the two of them are saying.
You know, you get them days. Yes. That was just full of extra steps. Apparently, somebody called in the city of Huntsville, and they're talking about that we're illegally gambling over here. But I don't even want that kind of stuff in my business. I don't ever want my company to have been associated with someone investigating for illegal activity. You know, it's so sad that you have people that is calling the city on you when the only thing you're doing is running the business, trying to improve the community and make this community a better place. And the benefit is to give away homes. I don't know. I just feel like canceling it all together and just moving differently. Us canceling the Bet on Black event is, really upsetting for me. We've been putting work into trying to just really do things and really find out ways to improve our community. When you have people that's coming against you for God knows whatever reason, it's kind of heartbreaking. But it's just frustrating when you have the vocal minority talking so much against the people that are actually doing it. It's discouraging sometimes. It seems like it's always something. Like, that Mason Miller's website had something about Candace Beauty on it.
You know it had it on there.
So I instantly
contacted the web designer and asked him, like, what is this?
Didn't the same web designer design her thing?
I don't know if he designed her website or not, but I know he's in the industry, and that's why we chose to use him for Mason Mills.
Probably a template, and that's something we should have called.
But my thing is, I'm like, I paid you a lot of money for this website, so.
But y'all took care of it, right?
Yeah, he took care of it instantly.
Hey, mistakes happen. Remember,
this
thing about Bet on Black. People are not just looking for the surface.
Yeah, they're looking for stuff. Right.
Combing through to see what's going on. If that wasn't there, they'd have just like, get them next time.
I'm getting emails. I'm getting phone calls. I'm just tired.
I'm with you. The customers didn't catch it.
Yeah.
It was probably just some hater.
It absolutely was a hater.
You know?
Like, I don't even understand why I get so much hate. I'm like, I do so much for people. I don't talk about people. I don't try to do people wrong. I just don't understand why I receive
that victim coming out.
Hey, it's just really irritating.
It's irritating. It's irritating. I don't want to miss it.
I know, me either. That's why I don't want to cry. Nobody knows the designer. Everybody knows the owner of the brand. Yeah, it's for my kids, and it's the daughter's picture in their face, but me being their mom behind this, pushing them, is causing everyone to come at me. And at the end of the day, I'm like, it was a mistake. I reached out to the designer. He corrected the mistake. I think sometimes people just look for an issue to have with me, no matter what. It's just been a rough week for me, like for real. It's a lot. It's a lot when you have, like, no matter how strong you are, and I do feel like at the end of the day, I am strong, but I do get tired. I get tired. Like, you have people trying to interfere with your marriage, people trying to interfere with your business, people trying to interfere with you as a person. It's a lot. It's a lot.
No, I got tired with the stuff, and you helped me through that. I'm just trying to return the favor.
Thank you.
If you keep your head up, you can be fine.
I'm happy we're a team and we have each other.
Yeah.
We have each other.
Why would you do that?
So he popped her on her BBL, child. So Tisha says that it's so sad that people in the community, okay, is calling the cops and stopping us from helping the community. Okay, when we trying to build houses to give away to the community, but we child needs the home. That's what she was trying to say. No, you need a home. That little small ass home y'all ass standing over there in. You need a home. You ain't fooling nobody. That's why they didn't give your ass but $150. All right, they said get this $150 and get the hell on. Now, Tisha's lying about the whole web designer bullshit. I done said it, and I'm going to stand on it. I don't care what a mama say. I don't care what you say, Unc. Now, she did the website according to Stormi. Now, Stormi just said Tisha did her own damn website. Now she's trying to save face for the cameras and get in there with these damn crocodile tears. Like, stop with the crocodile tears, Tisha. Stop with the crocodile tears. You just chomping over there with the tears. I'm tired of it now. I'm not moved by them tears. I hear good. I can hear a lie through them tears. All right, just to let you know. No, then she want to try to turn it into this whole victim thing. People don't really like me, and they try to come for me. I don't understand why people don't like. It's not about people not liking you, Tisha. It's about you doing stupid ass stuff that you continue to do, and then when people call you out on it, then you want to play victim, and all of a sudden nobody likes me. You have a T squad, remember? Melody has the millimeters. You have a T squad. Do you not remember that? The T squad are the ones that kiss your ass, kind of like you think everybody else do to Mel. So rely on those 3 T squatters to come over and console you. That's usually how that works, okay? Don't be over there crying, because Marsau, not one time when he saw you standing there crying, he didn't walk over to you and hug you. He didn't walk over there and console you. He didn't tell you everything's going to be all right. I'm your husband. I'm here. He did none of those things, which says to me, he don't give half of a fuck about how you feel. He's like, girl, go on and cry. I don't give a hot damn. I'm about to go anyway because I got a date. I got a date and I can't be late with the big booty Judy girl that I saw on my phone on the reunion. I need to go see her right quick. Go and finish all this damn crying and talking about that called community. I got shit to do today. All right, I ain't got time for that. I done had a trying day. Your ass not about to sit here and be crying all over my damn ear. I got shit to do. Places to go and people to see and do. Did y'all catch that? Boom. Let's move on. I got places to be and people to do. That's what Marsau's ass was on. And Tisha was like, oh, okay. They're going to be in the community? Bitch, yes. All of them is in the community. Okay, moving. Let's move on. All right, so Tisha says that she got a lot of hate and she cried. Oh, I got a lot of hate. People just hate me. But like I said, she don't understand why she's not liked, and it's so sad, girl. Self-reflection is a beautiful thing. All right. I'm saying it again, self-reflection, sis, is a beautiful thing. Try doing it. You always say, I always look in the mirror and I tell myself that I can be anything. Yes, a copycat. Is that what you see when you look in the mirror? I look in the mirror, like Michael Jackson. They say the man in the mirror, the fool in the mirror. I look in the mirror. Do I got a mirror right here? I look in the mirror. And everything I see in there is a strong black woman that can make it in the community. That's what it gives, child. Sit your ass down, Tisha. Sit your ass down. I'm tired of you. See, I had to have the prop here. I had a whole mirror right here. Thank you so much, Evelyn Chambers. Child, Lord, I said, girl, you sat there and cried and tried to tug at my heartstrings. Good thing I don't have a heart like that. But let's move on, child. Good thing I don't have a camera. Don't have a heart over here. You won't go fool me and pull me in like that, baby. Because I was just like, the whole time she was crying, I was like this. Like, you're not gonna get me. I don't feel no ways tired, like they say in church. I felt no ways tired about that cry, like none. Let's move on, child. So Tisha said, honey, the people coming against my marriage, my business, okay, and I'm just tired of it, okay. But then you do that to Mel. Okay. Then you do that to Melody when Melody was going through with Martell. You were happy to bring up her situation in her marriage. That's a few S's there. Okay. You were happy to bring up Mel's situation with Martell and the fact that it was failing. Okay. You wasn't crying then. So what you crying for now? I need that same energy that you had when you was trolling Mel, when Mel was going through it and was crying, when Martell was doing the shit he was doing to her. You won't crying then, but now that feeling is on you, you want to sit on TV and be on this shit right here and crying, and I ain't seen one tear, but you wiping a whole lot, won't no tears. I ain't seen no tears. When you cry, I keep saying, I don't need just an ugly face, because you trying to get ugly a little bit with it. I saw that trying to come out, but I ain't seen no tears, okay? I ain't seen no tears. You got to show me when you cry. You might should have added a little sound to it, and that might would have tugged at me a little bit. It might have been believable. When you cry, you can't just be on this, that sniffing shit. Like, I need to hear one of them shits. Then I'll be like, oh my God, like she is really hurting over there. Like if you would have busted out with one of my throat. I'm tired of people talking about my marriage and the come on out there. If you'd have did that shit, I'd have been like, it's a wrap. I can't even watch no more of this episode, girl. You hurt. All right. I would feel like this much sympathy. Did y'all get that? That much sympathy for your ass. Oh God. And hold your chest like this right here when you do it. I'm trying to help you with your fake cry, girl. Hold your chest like this and shake your head a little bit. You gotta let out a sound. That moves me. Otherwise, I'm just sitting there looking at your ass like this while you're crying. Like, are you done? Are you done? I'm ready to get on to the next episode. Are you done crying? And I'm gonna be on that petty bullshit. All right, let's move on, child. Long story short, reach out to the T-Squad girl, see if they're available so they can go and come over there and hug up on you and console you. All right, because I ain't got shit. I ain't got time for that shit. All right, moving on, child. But you know you copied old Stormi's whole little situation there, child. You know you done copied her old shipping policy. All right, and my question is this before I move on, because I ain't done being petty. How would said designer get this said shipping policy just out of the air? How would they get this just out of thin air and just happen to post it on your website of all people, Tisha? Like, please make me understand that. How would this said designer, okay, who probably doesn't even know who Stormi is, or even if this person does know who Stormi is, how and why would they go and choose to take somebody else's shipping policy and just throw it on your website and be like, okay, I'm done. You can pay me now. And then all of a sudden you ain't looked at shit until it was brought to your attention by so-called haters. I'm going to say the millimeters because that's what your mama tried to call them. The same people she said that called them out and was trying to hate on you. She tried to say with the millimeters that did that shit. But that was you, Tisha. That was you on your ICD bullshit over there. ICDC college bullshit, okay? You and your masters, girl. Because you were on the internet with ICDC college, you didn't know what the fuck you were doing, and that's your ass got blown up. They blew your spot up, and now you're crying. I'm not moved, but we're gonna move on. Okay? But you blaming them haters, girl, for your cut and paste. You learn how to cut and paste, all right? Period. Next time, learn how to cut and paste. All right. Mel tried to give your ass the blueprint, and child, you fucked it up. Let's move on. All right. So, ooh, child, I'm done with them too. Next thing, I'm done with them. Next scene is the scene that we've all been waiting for. Okay, it's about to get good. It's about to get good. I'm about to act the fool. We got over 1,000 in the building. I'm gonna need the likes to go on up. We had 1,006 because we popping. Let's get it, y'all. I'm gonna sit for a little bit. I'm gonna let y'all get the likes up just a little bit. I'm gonna sip on my water because we about to get there. We about to go there. We have 1,000 in the building. All right. Can we get the likes up though? Y'all playing? We got 606. Can we at least get up to like 650? Let's get the likes up, okay? I'll wait on you. Like Ariana said, I'll wait. It's 621. I'll wait. I'm chilling. I'm tripping. All right, let's go ahead because y'all waiting on my ass. Y'all like Caramel, if you don't read this damn thing off, like we ain't got time for this shit tonight. All right, next scene, the good part. All right, the good part. The scene we've all been waiting for that's leading up into the infamous drink toss, y'all. I couldn't even sleep, y'all. I was like this shit here, waiting on the episode to come on. I was like, God, somebody go get the drink in their face. Lord, I can't sleep. What time is it? Oh, 7:45. Shit. That was me, y'all. I could not wait to see that shit. But let's continue. All right. Now. So this particular scene is going to be the barbecue / baptism. All right. That's what I'm calling it. Should have named that for the actual title of this episode. Barbecue / baptism. Okay. Because somebody got the Casamigos in their eyes at the baptism over here. Thank you so much, Black Titanic, for being here. All right. Now, Kimmy tells Maurice to go ahead and bring out the burgers, honey, so they can go ahead and start grilling. All right. Now, Maurice, child, and Kimmy, they go into via confessional, which I don't even know why they had to go in confessional, but whatever. They said that we've had some setbacks, okay? These past couple weeks with the whole Black Business Expo, all right? Then Kimmy says, well, it's good to get everyone in one space, okay? And we could play cards, we can eat some good food, and we could play some music, all right? So they're just kind of setting this thing up, child, for the whole barbecue and baptism or whatnot. All right, so, yes, child, but they're going to be baptizing folk in the Casamigos over there. I said, Lord, I cannot wait, Jesus, okay? All right, so Stormi and Courtney, they arrived first in Stormi's honey G-Wagon. I can't even front. I love the G-Wagon. All right, the gold, it just gives, you know, I like it. Okay, it's different. I like it. All right. Now, Stormi is dropping Courtney's dropping Stormi off. Courtney is not going to stay. Okay, he's not staying at the barbecue. He ain't got time for that shit. He's just like, hey. He is one step away from putting his foot up Marsau's ass, so he feels that it's the best thing not to be there, and I agree. He's not for the fake mess, so he's trying not to be around the mess. He's dropping Courtney off. Courtney then says to him as she's getting out, she's like, okay, again, now, you sure you don't want to come in? You sure you don't want to go? He was like, yeah, no, okay, I ain't coming up in there, hell no. All right. So Stormi like, you for real? He's shaking his head and he kind of giving her that smile like, bitch, go ahead and get out. Like, I told you on the way over here, I ain't going in there. All right, go on up in there with your damn Rick James wig on to do what you do. Hell to the no. All right. So then Courtney kind of backs on out the driveway. Let Stormi out, child. Stormi goes via confessional. She says that I feel kind of weird because, you know, my right-hand man is not here or whatever, you know, that he ain't here tonight. Talking about Courtney, child. So Kimmy sees Stormi and she greets her. Okay. Stormi speaks to her. Hey, you know, hey girl. Stormi then goes to sit down and she gets her a drink. They filling up her cup with ice, about to pour her a drink or whatever. Maurice then says, I'm glad you came. Says that I was nervous that you guys weren't going to come. I was like, well, keep being nervous because one is not going to be there. All right. So Stormi was like, well, why were you nervous? So Maurice then says, he's like, okay, is Courtney coming? Where's Courtney? And so Storm was like, nah, he just dropped me off, like he ain't coming. All right. So then Kimmy and Maurice, they kind of look at each other like they kind of look kind of dumbfounded, like, what's going on? Okay. I said, I'm in rare form tonight. I already told y'all it was going down for this review. I already told y'all. Okay. I don't know why y'all ain't like I ain't suspected. All right. So then Stormi says, nah. Says he's not feeling your brother. Okay. And I like how Stormi don't be like, you know, acting like she don't know why the situation ain't like it is. Like she don't be faking the phone. She gonna really say what she want to say. I don't know. I wasn't feeling Stormi this season, but after she called Marsau a bitch, like we kind of like best friends in my head, just like a little bit. Okay, I'm kind of feeling her just a little bit. Don't tell nobody that though. Okay, don't tell nobody that. Just between me and y'all. All right. Now Stormi says nah. That says he's just not feeling your brother. Maurice then sits down and he looking crazy. Like why wouldn't he be feeling my brother? Like nigga, you already know. Were you not there at the whole town home meeting when they were going back and forth? While you were sitting there looking back and forth like this? I was like, Lord. All right. So then Kimmy says, so he's not gonna come to the whole thing because of Marsau? Like, yeah. Where were you? Did you not just hear her say he ain't coming? Like, did you not just hear him back out of your driveway? Damn. So then Stormi says, no, he said that he don't want to be, that he does not want to be around something that he don't want it to be something that it doesn't have to be. That's what Stormi says. Okay. So both Kimmy and Maurice says that it don't have to be nothing. Like he can come and just have a good time, that it ain't gonna be nothing. It's not that kind of party. All right. Like everybody's on the kumbaya, which we all know they're not. Total lies. All right. So then Kimmy says that we left it all at the meeting. No, you left your situations at the meeting. Marsau did not, because he's still in his damn feelings. Okay. And it's not a good idea for them to be around each other right now because they haven't had a conversation for this shit to die down. So it was a great, idea for Courtney not to be there. I totally get it. All right. Maurice then goes on to say, yeah, right. Says, didn't we though? But didn't we all leave it at the meeting? So then Kimmy says, so he's just never, ever going to do anything with us. Is that how it's going to be? So Stormi was just like, he just said that he wants some barbecue though. Like he ain't coming, but he just said he wants some barbecue just for me to just bring him a plate. And she starts laughing on that shit. All right. So then Kim is kind of looking kind of pissed a little bit. And she says that it don't work like that. And Maurice was like, yeah, right. Like, he got to come and get a plate. Like, you got to earn a plate. Like, nigga, you ain't did that good on them hamburgers. First of all, for nobody to be earning anything. F them hot dogs and them hamburgers. Okay. What you think about that, Maurice? All right. Anybody going to earn no damn hot dog or hamburger? What you thought this was? Boy, bye. All right. So, Kimmy and Maurice going to confessional, child. They said that the expo got out of hand and that he's feeling some type of way about some of the name calling that was going on. All right. She says that I was hoping that he would kind of put that to the back, okay, and come out and have a little fun. And we're gonna have some fun. All right. So then Maurice says, I actually talked to Marsau. All right. And this is what he's telling Stormi. I actually talked to Marsau and he said that he don't really have no issue with Courtney. All right. He says it just is what it is. So Maurice then goes on also to say that he took the feedback and he actually has no problem with y'all. Lies. Because what he just told Tisha clearly says that he's still bothered by and or has an issue. Okay. So he told you something completely different than what he just told Tisha in the last scene that we just saw here, okay, and or talked about. Now, Stormi goes on to say that I really don't want to talk about my husband when he ain't here. I totally feel you on that. He ain't here to speak up for himself, and I ain't gonna keep talking about it. Like, I just told you he ain't gonna be here. He don't want to damn be here. What else is going on? Okay, that would have been my attitude. Marsau says, well, can you bring him? I mean, Maurice says, well, can you bring him back? Like, Stormi's like, he ain't here. I want to keep talking about it. So Maurice was like, well, can you bring him back? Like, nigga, no. Go flip the hamburgers and leave me the hell alone. Like, that's something you can do. All right. So then Stormi was like, no, I'm just done talking about it. Okay. So then Maurice says, well, you're done talking about it. Just bring it back. He's still on that. So Stormi's looking like she's kind of getting a little irritated by his ass. So then Stormi says, nah, I'm just done with it. Okay. Maurice then says, well, why? He on that. Just like an old female. I was like, boy. So Stormi just ignores him after that because she's like, nigga, I'm not about to keep going back and forth with you. You acting like your brother at this point. And he the reason why my damn husband not here in the first goddamn place. Ugh. So then by this time, Melody arrives with like these two boxes. It might be like some donuts or something. I'm not sure what's in the boxes, but she's carrying these two boxes. She got on her little shorty shorts, honey, and her little cute t-shirt, which I like that shirt. I need to contact her and see how I can get one because the writing on it, I'm here for it. All right. She has on her heels, honey. She looking fly per usual. Mel is always serving the girls. I was feeling the hair too. Mel was serving the girls. She was serving them. All right. Shout out to you, Mel girl. If you watching my video tonight, girl, you were serving the girls. All right. No homo. All right. So Mel then comes around the corner, honey. She speaks. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? Hey, guys. What's going on? Y'all know I got to do Mel voice whenever I talk about Mel, honey. All right, Maurice then speaks and say, hey, Mel, how you doing? All right. So then Mel goes into confessional. She says that Kimmy and Maurice is having a barbecue, and she's all hyped about this damn barbecue. She says, this is my type of living, girl. She said that we're about to turn up. Let's go. That's Mel. I was like, girl, what did you drink for you came up over here? Because you is turned, girl. All right, so then Mel goes over and she hugs Kimmy. And Kimmy asks Mel, she says, oh, what's this on your shirt? What's this on your shirt right here? I like, what is this? So Mel, she kind of turns around. She shows her shirt. She said, and then her shirt says, I'm on whatever you're on. And I was like, I need one of those because that's totally my attitude. Okay. All right. So then Nell and Chris Fletcher, they didn't arrive shortly after Melody arrives. Okay. They're hand in hand, child. They booed up. Looking good. Nell looked good this particular episode. I was like, okay, girl, you starting to get the hint because everybody been telling you, girl, like throw that wig out, girl. Yeah, and throw that wig out too, girl. Yeah, and that wig right there, girl. Yeah, girl, that's gotta go out the window too, girl. Yeah, throw that wig over there out too, girl. Like all your wigs got to be gone. So it's looking like she kind of been hearing what we've been saying about her in terms of how she been kind of keeping herself when she's on the show. Thank you, Nell, for listening, girl, because you look good this episode, and I gotta give you that. All right. So Mel, she sits down next to Stormi and Chris is sitting next to her as well. And Stormi's child, she's sitting there, honey, with her whole Rick James wig on, baby, like she about to break out singing Ebony Eyes. I said, baby, didn't I tell you last episode to go down whatever highway, it don't damn matter, drive 85 miles per hour, let down your window, girl, and throw that damn wig out. I told you that last episode, and you don't brought your ass back this episode and don't water shit to the damn barbecue. You disrespectful, hard-headed thing, you. I told your ass last episode to throw that shit out the window. 85 miles per hour. It don't matter what highway. Pick one, baby. And throw that damn wig out. You look like you was about to break out singing Ebony Eyes. That's what it gave me. The shit was like curly, y'all. This shit was like curly. I was like, girl, this is too many curls for this event right here, girl. Oh my God, you was not serving in that wig. Girl, it was given, and I bet you didn't know that Ebony Eye. It was that shit. But let's move on. So Mel then said that we're going to play some spades or what? Like, she ready to get into it. She is there. She's ready to party. She is ready to have a good time. Chris Fletcher was like, well, I bought the cards. So he holding up the cards that he had, child. Now she just smiles like, oh, this about to be litty in the city. All right, so then Tisha and Marsau, they finally arrived, child. He got the chocolate and a bottle in one hand. Tisha got a grocery bag or something in one hand and a little sippy cup or something, whatever she's sipping on, which is probably some alcohol because she's an alky. All right, so she got on this cutout. She got on, what is it, her cutout club shirt, honey, with half her breast hanging out. I don't know if she got a little body done, child. She just like walking around like a lady in the night, child, out here. Marsau has on them same distressed jeans, them cut up jeans that he wear in every single damn episode. The same ones he wore when him and Tisha crashed Mel's Destin trip down there. Them same shorts, and I know him when I see him. Like, you ain't got no more shorts. I thought y'all were millionaires out here. I keep seeing them same distressed shorts anytime you go somewhere. Okay. Yeah. So Tisha had on her Ric Flair wrestler shirt, cutout shirt, honey, at the cookout because she wanted everybody to see she got her body done, but she won't finish getting her body done because I saw a few meat belts right there in the back part. Just because I noticed everything. All right. So he had a meat belt hanging out in the back, Tisha, and he was kind of looking like Ric Flair a little bit with that cutout shit going on. Look like a wrestling shirt. Y'all know how they have that shit cut up, how they cut up the t-shirt, cut it in half. Tisha, it was giving Ric Flair, girl. That's what it gave me. You try to be sexy, but you looking like Ric Flair, girl. And with the shoulders too. But let's move on. So Mel and Nell, honey, and Stormi, they're sitting at this table, child, and they're counting out the money. Mel counting out the money like she's at the casino, baby. She's ready to play her some spades. All right. So Maurice and Marsau, they kind of meet up at the grill and they're kind of catching up and they're talking. Tisha, she kind of walks up to the table where everybody is with this damn annoying voice again, like I was talking about before. Hey guys, what y'all doing? Oh my God, hey, Stormi, hey girl, hey now. Like she on that bullshit. I was just like, here we go with that again. All right, so she's like, hey, y'all, what's up? What's up? Like, she happy to see everybody, knowing she don't fool with half the people there, but just fake as hell. So Tisha says to Stormi, hey, said, I ain't even know who you was with that big hair. I was like, girl, me either. I thought Rick James had came back to life and met them at the barbecue, baby. But yes, it was Stormi indeed again, girl, in that same damn puffed out, dry ass wig. Okay, yes, it was her. It was her. Yeah. I said, girl, if you know what in the Rick James hell was going on here. But Chris Fletcher was even looking crazy, like, what the fuck is going on here? Whenever Tisha was doing this high pitch, hey guys, hey. Chris was like, what the hell? Like, what? When they put the camera on Chris, he gave, what the hell is going on here? I was like, I don't know, Chris. When you find out, let me know. All right. But Tisha, child, like I said, she speaks to Mel, which I was shocked. Mel says, yeah, we over here recreating your casino night. Right, child? Like, I was like, Mel, I caught that shade, all right? Because you know that shit got canceled, right? I caught that shade. I caught that shade, Mel. I did. I was like, yeah, you mean the one that got canceled down there over there, Black? That one. Child, you can't recreate that one because ain't shit happened. But let's keep going. All right, so then Tisha does this fake like, like, bitch, I caught that shade, Mel. Like, don't try me like that again. But she will try you. All right, you don't try her. Now, Tisha then hugs and greets Chris Fletcher, child. She gives Chris Fletcher a hug. And she says to Mel, says, yeah, because we had to postpone it or whatever, you know. I was like, you did not postpone anything. The city did that for you, okay? Stop taking the credit for your failures because you never do. Let's move on. Lies, lies, and more lies. All right, but go off, girl. Go off because that's where you like to go. All right, so Martell, honey, with his tight yeast infection shorts, honey, comes around the corner. I said, Jesus. This is your child, Lord, Lord. God, Lord, please throw some shorts down from heaven. Because I'm tired of these damn yeast infection shorts that Martell's ass keep prancing around here in with his damn nuts and they're arguing, Lord. I can't take it no more, Jesus. I'm sick of them shorts. Like you just should have came down with your drawers on and the damn shirt. Like, why do you keep wearing these tight ass shorts and you can't even hardly walk? He be on this shit here. Like he got bunions or something when he be walking in them tight ass yeast infection shorts. I was like, damn, boy, you need to be on aisle 6 with some damn Summer's Eve or something with them damn shorts on. But let's keep going. So Martell comes in, child, with the shades on like he is serving, child, when he was not serving nothing, child. And he goes over to Marsau and he's like, oh, you over here cooking? Because you probably know he ain't got no food at home. That's the first thing his ass asked about was the food. Because you know he ain't got no food at home. Because he stay out here on the struggle like that. Okay. That's the first thing his ass asked. Like, not, hey, how y'all doing? But who cooking? Like, nigga, sit down. Did you drive by Popeyes or something? You should have got a 2-piece for your hungry ass came up over here. The hot dogs and burgers are still cooking. Hungry hippo. All right. So then Marsau says, nah, Reese is actually cooking. Okay. All right. Martell didn't give a damn who was cooking. Okay. He was just like, bitch, I don't care who's cooking, but I'm going to get a plate here. And damn sure going to take one to go because ain't shit at the house. So then Mel realizes, because I guess she heard his voice, that Martell was there. Her whole disposition changes. Like, fuck, this motherfucker's here. So she is all, hell no is all over Mel's face at this point. Whenever she hears Martell's voice, because she was just like, Lord, why? Why me, Lord? Of all people, why, Lord? Okay, so she starts, she continues playing her spade game. She tries to get back in the mode and try to have a good time. And she's ignoring the fact that Martell is there. So much so she didn't even realize his ass done walked up to the damn table. All right, so Mel, she's winning, child. She said, just give me the money, honey. Oh, just give me the money. She is hyped up, child, about this damn game. And she is holding up her money like she is at a real casino up in there, okay? She flashing the money and everything. I was like, okay, girl. So Stormi seems a little disconnected, I noticed. She's sitting at the table on her phone. Everybody else is like hyping. Mel is like, oh, girl, show me the money. This Stormi on this shit. I was like, girl, you might wanna get something to drink so you can loosen up because you killing the vibe right about now. Everybody else around you is having a good time, but you all of a sudden you acting like you depressed or something, and you killing the vibe right now. I was like, girl, maybe it's the wig. I don't know, girl. Maybe the wig is too hot because it looked like it was the summertime. Everybody had on little shorts. Maybe the wig is frying your brain in it, girl. You might want to take that shit off and simmer down, girl. Bring it down. You on 10, I need you on 2. All right, so they're having a good time when Martell, child, brings his yeast infection shorts up over there with his crazy Where's Waldo looking ass. Comes over there, child, speaking to everybody, hey, how's everybody doing? This is him. Hey, how's everybody doing? Mel's like, fuck, here we go. All right, so everybody, of course, is playing cards. Martell, hey, what's up, people? Hi, how's everybody doing? He gives Chris dap. He daps Chris Fletcher. He greets Nell. He walks around like he's getting ready to speak to Stormi, but then he tell Mel, hey, Mel. He taps her on the arm like that. I was like, I'm not, nigga, not one of them. We're not doing them kind of taps now. Now, she already made it clear that she ain't feeling you. We're not doing no tap like, hey, Mel, because Mel was just like, he don't walk over and spoke. Mel was like, who got ace of spades? Like, bitch, she ain't even thought about his ass. Mel is in her own zone, like, yeah, who got book? Who book was this? Like, she ain't even thought about his ass. And that worried the hell out of him. Martell was so in his feelings because Mel ignored the fuck out of him. And that bothered him. Because y'all know every time she ignored him, he be in his damn feelings. He was mad as hell. So he walking by to go speak to Stormi, and he gonna tap Mel and say, hey, Mel, how you doing? Mel looks like, bitch. If you touch me one more time, I'm gonna rip them yeast infection shorts up off your ass. All right, try it. All right. So then he leans down and hugs Stormi. Okay, still in a moment. Mel is in full ignore mode, which I was all the way feeling. Okay, never ever speaking to Martell. She gave his ass nothing. I'm talking about she paid him dust. Okay. Now she's dealing the cards. Martell ass is standing there like staring at her like, you're not gonna speak to me. Mel is still on this. All right. Just dealing the cards. All right. Martell is hella bothered. He's looking there like, he just staring at Mel like this. Like, then he starts smiling. And Mel is kind of looking at her peripheral like, bitch, I'm not, yeah, no, you don't get it. You don't get a hell up from me. You just don't. All right, now take your ass somewhere. Take your ass. Go. Get from over here. That's the look she gave him. Like, take your ass. All right, so then Nell kind of looks at Mel because she knows that look also well, okay? She knows that look also well because she's been in a situation that Melody's been in with Chris Fletcher where they had a separation. How do I know? Because she speaks on it when they go into their confessional, okay? She's ignoring the hell out of Martell. Nell is looking at Mel the whole time because she knows what's going on because she used to feel that way. Martell, like I said, he finally walks off, okay, because Mel was just not giving him anything and he was mad about that shit. He was in his feelings. All right, I was just like angry man off Martin when Martell was standing. I was like, y'all know the man that always used to say, man, go sit your ass down. I wanted Mel to bust out on one of them and turn into angry man off Martin when he just sit there with that face and be like, man, go sit your ass down. She should have gave Martell one of those while he was standing there on this shit right here. Like, who does that? That is so awkward and weird to stand there and smile for like I want to give him like a good 10 seconds of just this shit right here. Staring at her while she is trying to, oh, that was weird. All right, so Tisha says to Martell, says that Martell, do you remember that you got spanked in spades? Okay, so they trying to have a conversation because ain't nobody else talking to his ass. So Marsau then says, what was it, like almost 10 years ago? Says that Martell was getting cussed out by Mel for playing terrible. So meaning he don't know how to play cards, and you could not play with me because baby, don't be reneging. Okay, so Nell and Chris, they go into via confessional. Okay, when Martell says that when Martell arrives and speaks to Mel. Hold on, I'm trying to jump around. Okay, so Mel and Nell go into confessional. Chris says that that when Martell arrives and speaks to Mel, she says that I see why she didn't speak back. She says that we've been actually separated before, so I get it. I get why Mel was like that. She says, so at some point, I wasn't speaking to Chris's ass either. That's what Nell was saying, okay? So she was just saying, I get why Mel was like that, and I ain't about to be in her ear and telling her nothing about, no, you should have spoke to him, okay? Because she didn't really need to speak to him. She don't owe him anything. So then Chris says, yeah, I get it too. He says, and divorce can be very complicated. Chris is always just so neutral about everything. I don't know. Sometimes he irritates me because he won't man up, but maybe that's just his demeanor. I don't know. Nell says, but I can kind of see both sides. All right. So then Kiki and her husband Amin, they arrive. So y'all know it's a build up to shit getting ready to pop off. So Tisha rolls her eyes upon seeing Kiki and Amin come around the corner. Tisha's on this shit here. Like she over there having convulsions. Her eyes was rolling, baby. Like she over there having the convulsions. Like her ass is having a Tourette syndrome moment. I was like, bitch, it's not that serious. Like, damn. Okay. So Maurice then speaks to Kiki and Amin when they walk in and they speak back. Kiki speaks to Jalen and she actually hugs Jalen. And then Tisha, she's kind of watching Kiki like she's playing with the cards, but she's watching Kiki, which you can kind of tell she's got an issue with Kiki. So then Kimmy hugs Kiki and greets Amin, which is her husband. And why does he look like Rick Ross to me? Did anybody else catch that? Why does Kiki's husband give me Rick Ross? Looking at him, he looks like Rick Ross. Guys, we got over 1,100 in the building, 1182. Y'all are showing out tonight. Thank y'all so much. I really appreciate it. All right. Stormi then asked Tisha, said, you guys good? Like y'all good? Because she notices the tension between Tisha kind of looking over there at Kiki. Now I'm like, you've been in your phone all this time. Now you want to read the room? Like, girl, shut your wig up. All right. Now, then Tisha says, nah, I'm good. Actually, I'm good with everybody. Then she does this sarcastic smile while she's fake shuffling the cards. Okay. So then Tisha says that I don't know why Kiki's always talking about my marriage. Okay, she says, I thought that it was clear at when we went to the kickboxing and that, she hurt that she wound up hurting me again. She says, then what she do? She did what what she do, she went right ahead and went against her word. She says, I just can't trust this girl. I'm done. So this is what she's saying via confessional. All right. So then Kiki walks over to everyone at the space table when Mel and all of them are sitting. Tisha there as well. All right. Marsau goes and sits next to Tisha. Now, granted, all the men are somewhere else doing something else. Why Marsau decides to walk his crazy ass, nosy ass, attention-seeking ass, love to argue with female ass over there to the table with the women, because he is ready to get into some mess. With Kiki coming over there, he already know what's about to go down. He already know the rumors that are already out there, okay? So he gonna come and sit down beside Tisha versus over there conversating with the men. All right. Now, like I said, Kiki walks over. She greets everyone at the space table. Marsau sits next to Tisha instead of being over there. And Kiki hugs and greets Melody. She speaks to Melody and she hugs and greets her. Tisha then speaks to and hugs Kiki's husband. So she don't have a problem with Kiki's husband, just Kiki. But she ignores Kiki after she hugs Kiki's husband, Amin. So then Kiki says, hey, Letitia. So then Tisha jumps up like she's running over to go ask Maurice something to avoid speaking to Kiki, okay, which kind of pisses Kiki off. And everyone notices this exchange, okay. So then Kiki says, girl, you're so stupid. That's just so ignorant, okay. So everybody's kind of looking like Marsau says nothing because he knows not to try Kiki like that, okay. I just really, all right. Said Kiki and Mel can imitate to a face. I can imitate anybody. So then Kiki goes via confessional. She says that why do I continue to give this relationship a chance? She says, girl, like she's just getting so irritated at Tisha acting immature. All right. So then Kiki says to Stormi, she's going around, she speaks to Stormi, and she's going around to go sit next to Stormi because there's an empty chair beside Stormi. And she says, girl, you didn't see the ignorant shade just now, okay? Talking about Tisha jumping up and walking off whenever she spoke to her. Kiki says, I'm going to sit right here, too. She says, and I'm going to tell you what happened. So she's talking to Stormi. She's talking loud enough so that anybody that's at the damn cookout can hear it. She don't give a hot damn. She's getting pissed off that Tisha is acting immature now when she's trying and going out of her way to try to be cordial to her, okay? Now, while Kiki is talking, Tisha is talking over her like she's playing cards, okay? So then Marsau is mumbling stuff as well to Tisha, which kind of sets Kiki off, all right? I caught that. Now, okay, so Kiki, okay, now it's getting up to the drink toss. I'm going to go ahead now and play this clip for you guys so that you guys can hear. And then I'm going to play a visual for you guys, okay? All right, so this is Stormi and Kiki, where it's building up to where Kiki is telling Stormi what had happened between Tisha and Kiki. All right, so let me play it.
I end up being blamed for everything. She want to blame me for stuff she don't even blame the people that need to be blamed for, and that's so ignorant. That's so ignorant and stupid. I don't blame her for half the stuff I should blame her ass for. Like seriously. I'm sick of it. I'm over it. So this is the thing. No. This is evidently.
You hear Tisha yelling over her?
You listen? I'm trying to explain this thing. No,
he didn't take out.
Okay. So evidently her rumor that supposed to be having an affair with Marsau, right? She comes to me and tell me you're just spreading misinformation.
So they got the 2 hearts and 2 diamonds.
So you got the 2 hearts.
Now Marsau is talking over her.
All right. Uncount your cards. Damn.
I'm trying to talk to Stormi, and they're trying to overtalk me to have this card game going on.
Wait, no, it's supposed to be the 2 of us.
I tell you what, let's do this. To a what?
Kiki throws the cards on the floor, on the ground.
2 of that. There's no card game. Period. That's gonna happen. If I'm talking, then shut up and listen. Wait a minute. Hold on. Is there a table where y'all can talk? We don't need to. I mean, or at least acknowledge the conversation. Because it seems like there's one that needs to be had. You know what? She needs to acknowledge it with him, not with me. What? For finding out what's going on. So I called me on 3-way with the guy. I'm asking the guy what's going on. That's it now. I want to know what's going on. We talking about me filing my.
You hear Tisha steady yelling out
without knowing what's going on. What the hell is going on? Rick, she gets mad at me. Now look, I called her to tell her what's going on. She doesn't show up. She doesn't show up. And I'm supposed to call her and run up behind her to tell her information. Girl, please get the hell up out of here with that bull crap. Ain't nobody gonna run up behind your ass to tell you no information. So you wanna be mad, get glad, scratch your ass. I don't give a.
Y'all already know what happened right there, right?
We're not doing that. Hey, I'm telling you, we're not doing this.
I know.
Y'all hear Marsau? We're not doing this. We're not doing this. All right, so now I'm gonna play y'all the visual, okay? Because I have a video where I could actually kind of show y'all. All right, let's turn it the big way. All right, I kind of played it the other night. I'm gonna play it again so you, for those of you that did not watch it, you can get the visual in terms of what happened. All right, shout out to What's Happening.
God. So you want to be mad, get glad, scratch your ass. I don't give a. Why would you do that?
We're not. Hey,
Why
guys,
would you do that?
Hey, I'm telling you, we're not doing this.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, chill out.
No, this what we on now. Yeah, that's exactly
Baby, you was baptized right there, sis.
Now, you know what makes me
So that's how it went down. All right, shout out to What's Happening. All right, oh Lord, y'all, that was a lot. Now, Tisha, like I said, was deliberately being loud and over talking to drown Kiki out so that Kiki could not get out what she was trying to say. Now, you already said that you were mad because Kiki did not tell you sooner what happened. So now she's just going to tell everybody because you done pissed her off. And the fact that you over talking her and disrespecting her and making her feel like she's not being heard and discounting what she has to say when she's not even talking to you, she's talking to Stormi. And then Marsau is also talking over her, which then that's kind of like a buildup and it's further pissing Kiki off, which then causes her to snatch the cards out of Stormi's hand while Stormi is playing. She threw the cards over on the ground. Then Tisha starts this holler again, Reese, we need some more cards. Reese, we need some water over here. So she's just being hella annoying at this point. And yeah. She gets that damn drink tossed in her damn face. Well, hit in her face because she hit it. I don't know how much damn drink was in there. It looked like a whole damn cooler of drink was thrown on Tisha's ass. Baby, when I tell you she was so damn wet and drenched, Tisha jumps up. First of all, Marsau was holding her arm like she was gonna do something. My thing is, you holding my hand with one arm, you holding my arm with one hand, which says to me, Tisha, you're not about that life, and you're not gonna do anything because if someone is throwing a drink on you, you're gonna jump up and pop off. You're probably gonna pull that whole damn table over, and you're gonna be on top of Kiki over there, thoroughly whooping her ass. But you don't have it in you, okay? What you did do was hop your ass up and run off like you about to go into the house. Okay, I'm about to go into the house. What you going in the house for? Kiki right here. Kiki right here. Like, why are you going in the house? Kiki right here. Kiki's not inside. She's here. I need you to be here. Address the issue right here. What you going in there for? To go call Wanda? Mama, like the kids. Mama, she had threw a drink on me. You embarrassed. That's what your ass get because you acting immature. Kiki came there on to calm down trying to speak to your ass, but you still in your feelings after you just told Stormi, I don't have a problem with anyone. You do have a problem with her. Now you got a bigger problem because your ass is sitting over there drenched and soaking wet. Your braids got washed and so did you, little Miss Fishy. Yes, I said it. Tilapia Tisha was upset because she had a drink thrown in her damn face, and that's what your ass get. Everybody that watches the show and don't watch the show, watch this episode so your ass can get drenched. That's why everybody watched it. This is probably the highest rated damn episode of the whole damn season. I probably helped the ratings because I watched the bitch like 3-4 times probably now. Yeah, I kept sending it back to that part. So thank me later on for boosting the ratings for this fucking show because Caramel watched the shit about 3-4 times. Okay, we did, and I never watch it that much. But thank God for Rewind, baby, because we. Yes, we did. All right. Moving on, child. Tisha jumps up, runs over there like she gonna do something to avoid, like I said, speaking to Kiki. Everyone notices. Moving on. Let me skip down some. Okay, so she says I'm gonna sit right here. Okay. Let's get past that. All right, so Tisha continues to holler. She gets a drink thrown on her. So after said drink gets thrown on her, Tisha was looking like a whole linebacker with those thick ass shoulders, honey, with that wrestling shirt on, drenched to the gods. I was like, baby, you look like you just got out of the shower, Tisha. Wishful thinking. Okay, so ignoring Kiki got that drink thrown on you. That's what it was. Being a whole asshole, being condescending, that got the drink thrown on you. And your husband sat there and did nothing, girl. What was his response? Oh, we're not going to do this right now. We're not going to do this right now. Obviously, they are doing it right now. Your wife is soaking wet. Okay? Yeah. So after the drink is thrown on Tisha, Marsau jumps up telling Maurice that Kiki has to go. He does a whole call the police, drug test her ass. Upon saying that, Kiki's husband, Amin, hears what Marsau says and charges at Marsau, okay? And Marsau takes off running and was actually at one point hiding behind Tisha. I said, well, damn, this is why Stormi called you a whole bitch out here. Because that's what it gives. What you hiding behind your wife for? With all this mouth you got. When Kiki's husband came charging to your ass like a wild bull, what was your go-to moment? Was to run like the biatch that you are. Call the po-po-ho. What you calling the police for? She's a woman. Why we need to call the police for a woman? It's just a nice little Casamigo that got thrown in her face. What we calling the police for over Casamigos? What are we doing that for? That was her wasted drink. They want your drink that got thrown. What you calling the police for? With your scary ass. Marsau is a whole full-fledged female, and I said it right here on my channel. With all 1,224 people watching me right now, Marsau, I want to say right now, service announcement, Marsau, you are a female. You ran behind your wife when a man was charging at you. So if he would have swung, that means Tisha not only would have got a drink thrown on her ass, so she would have been baptized and knocked the fuck out. Thanks to you. Running, nigga. You was running like Forrest Gump. Nigga took off running like Forrest Gump when Kiki's husband came charging at his ass. Run, Marsau, run. That's what it gave me. Y'all remember Forrest? Run, Marsau, run. Nigga, you had your good Nikes on because you were running. You were running. The camera caught that shit. You had your good Nikes on that day, sir. You did. You were running. That's what it gave me. You were running. All right, so then Marsau tells Kimmy, says, Kiki just threw a whole drink on Tisha. You need to make her leave. Well, this is not your house. You don't get to tell somebody when they need to leave. Your ass need to leave, okay? While you're running, run your ass on out to the car, okay? Goodbye. Tisha already said she was going in the house. Go straight on through to the front door and y'all go ahead and leave. You gonna tell nobody else to leave at somebody else's house. Who are you? Tisha's, of course, embarrassed, and she says, I'm getting ready to go into the house. I'm getting ready to go into the house because her voice is getting shaky. She's about to cry. She's embarrassed. Good for you. All right, now, Tisha, Kimmy is in shock. She's like, threw a drink on Tisha. You didn't see that coming, girl. So then Kiki says, I did throw a drink on her, and bitch, I got pour another drink, and bitch, you're going to get that one too. That's the look Kiki was giving. Like, bitch, yes, I threw a drink on her. Do I feel sorry? Let me see. I do fucking not. Okay. Then Tisha said that she needs to go. We about to go. I was like, well, you ain't gone yet. Because again, this is not your house. Be gone, girl. Run, Tisha, run. All right. Because that's exactly what your ass did when that drink was on you. Now Kiki says, well, do it, bitch. Do it then. So she then after Marsau says call the police on Kiki, child. She was like, do it. I don't give a fuck. Call the police. Kiki was just like on her butt book. She didn't give a hot damn. So Kimmy is then telling Amin, of course, not to fight. Like, no. Like, no, because he is coming for Marsau's ass full speed ahead. So then Maurice is holding Kiki back because like she ready to thump. She ready to dig in some tails over there. She ready to fight. All right, so then Kimmy, of course, grabs Kiki's arm to escort her back away from Marsau because she looked like she ready to swing on his ass. All right, while Marsau, like I said, is also holding Kiki back. So it took two people to hold Kiki back, and Marsau, you just stood over there like a little biatch, okay? He was like, oh, thank you, God, for holding her back. That's the look he had. Like, oh, thank y'all for holding her back because she was about to swing on my ass. All right. And guys, that is the end of that episode. Oh, Lord. Y'all about got me over here sweating, y'all. Y'all don't have to act it out and do all the theatricals so you guys can get the whole full-fledged view of the actual show. But that's the end of the actual episode, guys. Did y'all enjoy? Oh, my God, I thoroughly did. I might have to go back downstairs and just watch that little scene again because I probably ain't going to sleep good tonight if I don't watch it one more time, okay? Because it gave me all my life. I got my complete life on that part. I really did. Thank you, Tisha. All right. Thank you, Kiki, and thank you, Tisha. I loved it. All right, next episode, honey. Let's go into next episode. Give you guys the spoilers for next episode. All right, they're going to be having a meeting, a sit-down meeting, and the meeting is going to be about Kiki. Like, why y'all having a meeting about Kiki? We don't know. Now at this point, it's still at Maurice and Kimmy's house, in the backyard. Evidently, Kiki and her husband have already left. Tisha and Marsau decided to stay. Now, Tiffany has made her way there. How do I know? Because we saw her in the next episode where she's holding baby Ace, so she's actually there during this time. They're having this meeting about Kiki. Kimmy asked, do you guys feel that Kiki is clean? That's none of anybody's business. Why are you guys having a meeting talking about her sobriety? You guys do not care. Okay, I have a problem with people sitting around discussing other people who they really don't care about, but they want to still continue to stir up mess. You're trying to make now Marsau open the floor for him to further disrespect her, which is why the shit popped off like it did anyway. Okay, I'm just trying to tell you, you are not talking about her. You're not asking if she's sober, if she's still using pills because you care or you want to offer some type of support and or help for her. You're doing it because you own your bullshit, Kimmy, because you're two-faced and bald-headed ass, and I'm going to say it. And I know why she's bald-headed, but I'm going to say it because I'm feeling a little petty. I'm a petty girl in my petty word. I'm going to say the shit. It's very messy of you, Kimmy, to host a party, to sit up and talk about someone who had an addiction and ask said people who have a problem with this person to go back and ask them how they feel about her sobriety. How do you know? Do you live with her? Do you know if she's still taking pills? Just because she was ready to pop off and slap the hell off somebody out of somebody does not mean she's still taking. Maybe she's just sick of y'all shit. I mean, just maybe she is sick and tired of Marsau's ass. That's always his go-to to say that she is still on drugs. Call the police. She needs to be drug tested. Anybody who's been through some type of an addiction, they are going to pop off on somebody's ass if they keep playing with them like that. And Kiki is at the point where she's tired of it. Marsau is disrespectful how he does that. And Kimmy, it was very disrespectful for you to have a meeting to say that in the meeting. It's none of nobody's business. You're not a therapist. You're not a doctor. You might be a nurse, but it's not your business. Worry about the motherfucker sitting beside you to cheat on you every damn day. That's a good place to start. Kiki's issue is not anybody at that table's business. Moving on. Now, like I said, Kimmy asked, do you feel that Kiki is clean? Stormi jumped in and says, yes, I do. Marsau says, Stormi, stop. Says, have you ever seen anybody on drugs? Stormi says, yes, my best friend who used to watch my son, and she's no longer living with me. Okay, which then makes Stormi emotional because I guess it took her back to a place where she thought about what was going on and how the situation played out with her best friend who used to live in her home and watch her baby who was secretly taking drugs. And she had to put this friend out because it was not a safe space for her. So Marsau says, why don't she live with you now? Like I said, Stormi gets emotional. She gets up and she starts crying. Marsau says, all right, chill out then. Dang. That's what he says to Stormi. Instead of him being, well, shut the fuck up is a good thing to say. You should just shut up, Marsau. That had nothing to do with you. He's so insensitive to other people's feelings. And a lot of it has to do with his insecurities. A lot of people who are insecure are always negative and always talking about other people and bringing up their shit. So they have to throw that negativity out because it makes them feel good to see other people in pain. That's the type of person that Marsau is. Marsau has a lot of deep, dark issues, which is why he continues to get cussed out like he does. He continues to get cussed out like he does. And that's why your ass going through what you're going through now. Next clip is, it's at the gym with Martell, Chris Fletcher, and Courtney. They're talking about Marsau and the fact that Marsau needs to relax. This is what Courtney is saying. Chris Fletcher is asking Courtney if he can find it within himself to sit down and have a conversation with Marsau so that they can squash it, because it's kind of killing the dynamic when all the guys get together and one person is not there. It kind of throws the bromance off, because they kind of got like a little bromance going on. It kind of kills the vibe when said one person is here and the next person is not there. It kind of makes them feel weird that somebody's not there. So they want them to hash it out and talk it out. Courtney agrees that he will have a talk with Marsau, but he starts laughing. Martell starts laughing like a schoolgirl because he thinks the shit is funny. But Courtney then says that he'll have a conversation with him, but it will not be held at Black. Okay. So next scene is Melody meets up with Amin and Kiki, and they're having a conversation. Amin is sitting on the back of his truck and he's talking to Mel and Kiki. Melody tells Kiki, she says, girl, now I threw some drinks before, but girl, You threw a whole drink. Like, damn, Tisha was, damn, Tisha was soaked. So Mel was like, then her girl, you did your best drink throwing with that situation. Like, I low-key want to thank you, girl, but that shit was kind of effed up. That's kind of how Mel was saying. Like, girl, I low-key want to be like, ooh, girl, thank you for doing that, but I don't want to do that shit on camera because I don't want to make it seem like I'm hella petty. Mel, we know you enjoyed it, girl. We know you enjoyed it, Mel. All right, so Amin, which is Kiki's husband, says, to make a mockery out of Kiki's addiction is a serious issue. He says, did you think that it's funny? He says, I got your funny then, my guy. Okay, talking about Marsau, meaning next time I see you, the pause will be put upon you. All right. So, and that is it, you guys, for the spoiler for the next episode. That's all they gave us. Okay, this episode, I'm giving it an 8. I'm gonna give it an 8, and the only thing that pushed this episode into giving it an 8 is the whole drink throwing scene. Okay, the whole barbecue scene was really the only scene that I feel like made this complete episode, you guys. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean, I think everybody was actually waiting, and of course, y'all know they saved it to the end for a reason. But yeah, I was totally feeling it, and the episode was pretty good thanks to the drink throwing scene. But hope you guys enjoyed the review. I'm tired as hell, y'all. I feel like I worked an 8-hour job up here, yelling and screaming and acting out this scene for you guys. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I will see you guys in the morning for Car Chronicles, okay? You guys be blessed and never stressed, all right? And get you guys some rest. Somebody said excellent live, Caramel. I really appreciate it. Kiki did her thing. Kiki carried this episode. I got to give it to you, Kiki. If you're watching my channel, baby, Kiki, you say what you want to say about Kiki, but she carried this episode. She carried this episode. So Carlos, y'all can thank Kiki for giving you guys the ratings that you guys needed for this entire season. This episode is the highest rated I know for this particular season. So thank Kiki for that, because baby, you showed your ass and I loved it. All right, love you guys all the way down. Mars, thank y'all for doing an awesome job. Thank you guys for all of the cash apps. Thank you guys for all the super stickers as well. All right, thank you for the over 1,000 something of you guys watching me tonight for this review. Caramelians, thank y'all for the support as well. And let's get on out of here. Love you all the way that way, and good night. Oh, I'm about horse, y'all. Y'all hear me? Good night. Damn. Oh, Lord, my voice is going. Love you guys. Bye.